Pisces, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot, Pisces Tarot. This is a channel dedicated 100% to Pisces. This is a reading or a message for Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. If you want the astrology breakdown because you love astrology and you're an astrology geek and you want to take a deep dive into it every week with me, then please check out my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, where you will get those full breakdowns of all 12 zodiac signs every single week about the astrology and how it directly impacts you. Ask me how I know. You'll find out over there. So over here, this is a timeless message. So this message comes to you when it's meant to, when it's supposed to. You hear it exactly at the right time. And please, I'm going to describe energies to you. Take them where they resonate with you. It's your reading. Take it how it resonates with you. And feel free to comment below. So what do we got here? In front of me, there is dogs. And dogs always represent loyalty or friendship. Searching and seeking or finding a friendship or a connection. I feel this has got to do with getting together with or being able to travel and see people that you haven't seen in a while, or reconnecting with old friends or friends at a long distance, or just a sense of somebody's traveling to see you. Some sort of connectivity here is going to be fundamental for this week. In the past, what came out was flying. Now, flying could also represent travel, right? So it could mean that you have been away from this person for a while, so you had to travel away from them. It could also mean that you dream about them or think about them a lot. But this is coming up in the past, and I'm not sure why. It's interesting because it doesn't feel right there, but at the same time, I know it's right there. So flying, dreaming, connecting, finally connecting with somebody that you've been wanting to connect with for a long time. Maybe you've been planning this for a while and now you guys are finally going to get to see each other. I don't know because this does have a dream state about it. So let's get into the tarot, Pisces. What do these cards mean? Oh, wow, you have been working like a dog, and maybe there is some contract that still bears reckoning, like you have to rectify it, or you're still obligated or connected to it, or you want to fulfill something because you are loyal. You want to complete something or fulfill it, like you want to keep your word. We have working like a dog and the devil. So it seems like there is sort of this grueling energy. You're doing something that you love, but at the same time it's become almost a ball and chain around your ankle. It's become something that has kept you in one place, and I don't think that you originally intended to stay in one place or want to stay in one place, but it seems like these commitments and these obligations have kind of tethered you and taken over, and now it's like you're stuck with this work, with this grind. You're stuck kind of with this heavy obligated, right? Heavy obligation. It could also mean that there is a friend that is introducing you to somebody that wants to create a contract with you, a business contract. This could be something that you have been producing and there's a contract that could be signed. Please look at the astrology motivation video, because for Pisces beginning of the season, it is not a good time to sign contracts. But those of you born at the end of Pisces season, it is. So just please take note of that. The devil energy is not one to be fooled with. I feel like this could be taken as karmic, or it could be Saturnian, this sense of obligation and grind and feeling like you have to keep going, but there's loyalty here. But in some ways with the devil, it's almost like twisted loyalty. Like it's in some ways you're dragging yourself down because of a commitment or a decision you made about loyalty and obligation that is actually just grinding on you now. It's not really helping you at all. Now, if you're engaged to or committed to or in a relationship with or know close to a Capricorn, this takes on whole new meaning, because it means you're working really hard. It's coming to fruition. You're seeing abundance and you're looking forward to making things work with them. You see the loyalty. This is coming together. Maybe in some ways you dreamed of this day. So Very different ways to read that, but I think it's important to give you a couple of different options as to how. But I really do want to get into what exactly this devil is trying to tell us. Queen of Wands. So it could be a very confident and competent feminine, somebody who's fiery, somebody who's creative. It could also be some sort of commitment or obligation to something that you are creating. It does still imply that you have confidence and that you're excited about it. Maybe you're committing yourself to somebody who you find very attractive, right? Somebody who's sexy and sensual, and there's just this deep-rooted, almost obsessive love between you. It could very well be that. In which case there is loyalty coming back, coming from the other side. So there is definitely a sense of meeting somebody both ways, or you're finding it very difficult to stop thinking of this person. Maybe you want to work on things with this person. Now, in the future, there's a prediction here that you might want to be aware of. There is, at least out through the end of this week, there's conflict. There's some sort of tension. There's some sort of struggle. Oh, did that fly into my mouth? That's so disgusting. I'm so sorry. If it did, I'm sorry you had to witness that. Unless you got a crack up out of it, you're laughing, that's fine. I hope I didn't just swallow it. We have the Five of Wands. So there is some sort of contention or tension or a lot of stuff that you have to work through, and you're kind of going to be stuck because of it. So there's some sort of conflicts or complications or a bunch of shitty people coming at you, asking you for things that is kind of tying you up, right? And it's so that to me is like taking on a whole new meaning here. This is like you're tethered, you're committed, you have to do work, that you have to be the creative one to work things out that maybe just shit other people should be doing. And maybe Pisces, that's what this whole energy this week is trying to teach you, is like delegate, right? Don't make everything your fucking responsibility, because when you do, you actually just hurt yourself and you get yourself stuck. And there's conflicts and you can't move forward, and now you're just hanging around waiting. Maybe there's a bunch of red tape you're waiting for. There's some sort of, what is this conflict? I really need to understand and know, what is this? You got the devil energy. I think I asked, what is the devil energy, right? That's what the devil energy is. It's being stuck with all these obligations, or being stuck seemingly like you're arguing about something or arguing with people about something, and it's stuck, it's stagnated. It doesn't feel like you've moved on from it. It feels like you're having the same argument over and over again, or there's just a bunch of red tape to moving forward, and that's why you haven't actually been able to blossom and bloom. There's a bunch of red tape. So how do we work through this? We want solutions, don't we? Yeah, because you've been working really hard. So where's the solutions? Ten of Swords is here saying the solutions come when you just basically everything, the only solution is to end it. The only solution is to just finish it. There's just a bunch of pain and sadness here. And so it's like the last straw is the last straw. There's just this sense of, wow, Ten of Swords is being done. Like it, what? I'm sorry, I don't accept that. What do you want Pisces to do? Four of Wands, not have the wedding? There's some sort of wedding here, or some sort of connection. There's some sort of conflict maybe that people have with the person that you're with, or people that you're connecting with, because there is an opportunity here to be around people and be celebrated. But Four of Pentacles is something about finances or financials, or maybe you and your significant other have been arguing a lot, and that's why you're stuck, because you're just not agreeing. Okay, well, God, what Pisces wants to know now then is, what do they do? How do they fix this? Four of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Four of Pentacles and Four of Wands. This is a sense of finding a place of being certain, financial stability and happiness within your relationship. What does this have to do? Three of Wands, commit to the future, look to the future. Something is a really good investment. What's a really good investment? I'm sorry, you're just confusing me. I've got to go back to the real tarot. Or maybe, you know what? Let's get a moon card right now. What are you trying to tell me, God? maybe you and somebody have been arguing about money or about the future of money, the future of somebody's career, the future of somebody's job. There's been a bunch of conflicts with you about it because somebody feels like enough is enough. Maybe I don't want to continue on this grueling work. And somebody else is saying, somebody wants somebody to work, or they want somebody to not stop working because they're scared about the stability. There seems to be tension going on here. The energy is gaining momentum because we're getting closer and closer to maybe leveling up in the promises that we're making each other, right? The energy is gaining momentum. What do we do about this energy? I think the energy is gaining momentum, which means it hasn't been solved. We're getting closer and closer to this being solidified and contracted, but we're not committing. There's still conflict. Why are we still fighting? What is Pisces supposed to do? It's great to reveal energies, God, but you got to offer solutions. Death. This is once again transform. So the Hanged Man is here, and then we have the Death card. And what that means is you're going from cocoon to butterfly. So it actually acts as kind of hopeful energy with a sense of you're finally able to move on. But let it finish. Something has to be dead and over and done is the only way you're able to move on to the next phase or the next step. What does this mean? This is the Tower. There's some sort of decision that's going to be made that's going to shock everybody, but the equilibrium has to be brought back to even. Without doing it, it won't. This also has to do with some sort of court decision or justice decision that could be outside of you since it's major arcana, but it's still going to impact you. So it may not actually be happening to you directly, but something it's going to impact you indirectly. It's going to change things for you. How does it change things for Pisces? It gives you a fresh start. So all this turmoil that you're feeling or picking up on psychically, it's turmoil outside of you. And ultimately there's a sense of something is going to burst open. A decision is being made probably in a court of law or in a higher office than you are. So it's not necessarily a court case you're involved in, but this is a huge shift or change that kind of liberates you in some ways, Pisces. Maybe from this restrictive or constrictive work, it liberates you from having to worry about finances or income so much, or having to work like a dog and not get anywhere. This is actual liberation that you've needed because you were kind of stuck, maybe paying back loans, like all your money was going to loans or something like that. You couldn't just focus on what you wanted to focus on, which is probably the creative stuff. We have death again. Death to the impasse. Death to circling the drain. So an ending, a complete finish to whatever has been circling the drain. That is done. That is over. What has ended it? What is this Tower, God? What is this Tower? What is this Tower? Can you please tell me? Queen of Swords? A decision maker, a direction, somebody going in a different direction, or maybe a Libra because justice came out. Page of Swords, there's some sort of message coming through, or advice. It could be a counselor gave you this advice, some sort of message came through and it just made you realize something. That's the Tower. It's some sort of delivery system or message, some sort of conclusion or guidance that somebody was able to finally give you that can help you kind of move on your way or be willing to let go and be done with this certain thing. So this obligation is over and you can actually blossom after that. It's almost like you're tethered by your own sense of loyalty and obligation. Now, I don't understand what this dream card means, but we're going to find out. Come on over to the extended Pisces. I will leave the link below I will pin it to the top of the comment section, and you will be able to go down, find it, click right on it, come on over. I'll see you guys there.